stream. My name is Orion. I run a bar at Starlight on 22nd here in Charlotte, North Carolina. And I just got off work at 1 in the morning, got home after a 30-minute drive home, and decided to start this stream. Um, Usually we do the streams on Wednesday night, so I don't know if anybody's going to come out. But it's a different hour on the West Coast, so maybe my West Coast people will pop in here. Yo, get out of here. Yo, we got the first person popping in here in 40 seconds after going live at 1:46 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Crazy. Yo, crazy. You're a gangster. You're a gangster. Bro, I cannot believe it. Are we about to succeed in the super late night streams? Bro, so before I even started the stream, so I want to talk about, like, there are some topics I want to talk about if people even pop in here. Yo, what's good, Joe? There's some things I want to talk about if people pop in here, which seems like people are gonna pop in here regardless of what time it is. Yo, what's good, bro? You guys are the best. Yo, if you guys haven't, there is a YouTube short that just popped up on my feed right before this stream, and I was gonna ignore it and just go on with the stream, but now that I've seen it, I can't unsee it. EA Collectibles, right? EA Collectibles. These guys have been in the sealed market for quite some time. It's a pair of brothers that started this company. They buy and sell and trade, right? They're like high-end sealed collector vendors, right? And they're getting into slabs too, but they mainly dabble around with high-end. And they dabble around with millions of dollars. I don't know how they make it happen, but they are working with millions of dollars. And they just found this collection with this old dude who had, his accounting said he spent $2,200 on 27 booster boxes, all first edition jungle, fossil, and base set booster boxes, and like 300 sealed first edition packs. Dude, if you guys haven't seen this short on YouTube, you need to go check it out. Like, literally, it's okay. Leave the stream, go check out EA Collectibles short, because this is what I want to talk about. This is what I want to talk about right now. I know, Austin's like, I'm here almost. Like, I'm falling asleep. Guys, and that's the thing. If the late night stream is a total flop, we'll end it early, right? We'll do a 30-minute stream. Literally, there's 29 people in here. Clearly, the late night stream is like, has to be half decent, right? Also, it's a Friday night. People might be turnt. People might be drinking. The people, when I closed the bar, everybody was super drunk. So I can imagine some of you are partying out there. Yo, Grant, how we doing? Is it the 750K collection buyout? Yes. And dude, what? That seems like it was worth more than 750K. Maybe not. Like, I was like, okay, 27 boxes at 10K is 270. 27 boxes at 20K, which is probably worth more than that. Like, a first ed jungle box is probably worth more than 20K now. Base set box is worth like 30K now, right? So 27 boxes at 20K is 540,000, right? Maybe they did pay fair value though. Maybe they did pay fair value. I just feel like all those boxes were probably 30K a piece at this point. So that would be 27, 30K, right? 540 plus another 270K. I guess it's kind of on point. It's kind of on point. Like, they basically paid market for all the boxes, and then they got 300 first edition sealed jungle packs for free. Guys, anyways, this is a huge find. We need to talk about this find. What it means is, oh my God, and so many, yeah, dude, they had to have bought that at like 70% because there were so many hollows. Those base set unlimited Charizards could be, dude, some of those could grade 10, and they could be sitting on, like, dude, they low key potentially like rip that guy off. And I definitely want to talk about that. And like, okay, any of us that would have been buying that much, that's a big number, right? To anybody, that's a big number. The guy was in at 2,200, right? I honestly I cannot believe that that whole haul was only 2,200 even back in 1999. You guys have to go watch that short if you haven't seen it. Um, Epic Eco, it's 1:40 in the morning. What are you doing, gang? What's good? We don't know what we're doing. We don't know what we're doing. We never do streams this late. I always do streams. Well, we do streams kind of late, but usually we start at like midnight on Wednesday nights. But I wanted to make a change, and so I decided from here on out, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we do a stream every night. I don't care what time it is. I don't care if we do a stream for 10 minutes. I don't care if we talk about 15 minutes of a topic and we all do our thing and pass out, right? Doesn't matter to me. But I want to still make an effort to check in with everybody every Friday night and every Monday night at the beginning of the week, right? Monday night, people are depressed. I wanted to have a stream that people could look forward to every Monday. Wednesday, we're kind of halfway through the week. That's our fun stream. Usually we're able to start that earlier. And then Fridays are usually not this late, but tonight I had a late night at the bar. We had people drinking till the very, very end of closing. So, Anthracite, 1849, most coal mining. Okay, yeah, I'm not doing this. Uh, yo, Ray, what's good? Low key, what's good? Gabrielle, what's good? Turtle, what's crazy is how people back then identified that Pokemon was investable. I mean, that guy had so much of it. He seemed fairly rich, so maybe that explains some of it. I don't know if that guy seemed rich. I mean, the inside of the house looked nice, but like you could see the clip of them pulling up to the house, and like I'm guessing it's in LA, it's somewhere in California. I'm getting those vibes. Um, right? It's not that it's rich. I think it's just really expensive to live out there. And so like I feel like he had like a reasonable sized house and he just bought a lot of that stuff to rip with his kids and they just stopped opening it. Dude, it's just such a crazy haul. And like hauls like that, who knows how many other hauls like that there are out there? Like how many other people's closets have that kind of product that's vintage? We keep thinking it's drying up and like maybe EX era for sure. EX era for sure. But like WotC, like maybe there's hope that some of these cards maybe in vintage can correct. Maybe some cards in first edition vintage will dip in price because these guys are going to grade a lot of this stuff. Ain't no way EA Collectibles is selling those Charizards raw. Ain't no fucking way. They're grading all that shit. If it's gradable, they're grading it. And a lot of it's probably gradable. Like they took good care of their shit. They had everything top loaded. Like, bro, like that shit was crazy. Um, no, I do not collect Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Uh, nah, we don't need to show all the chains. We got my one little chain for now. We got this one out. Yo, appreciate you, Jimmy. Dude, the late night really it makes it interesting, makes the chat interesting. It's like not going to be anybody that wants to talk about Pokemon probably. Um, Letty, come on now. Come on now. You know that's a weak point for me, all right? You know that's a weak point for me. Um, so weird. So weird. Yo, doctor in the building. Yo, what's good? What's good? I literally banked on no one from our Discord popping out. It would just be a plus. I literally was like, dude, this is going to be an odd stream. Doing it super night after work or super late after work. Like, I'm even a little bit out of it. But I don't buy it. I don't buy it that he just decided to open it with his kids and all of a sudden forgot about all the first ed boxes he stored in pristine condition. Yeah. I mean, well, okay, so to be fair, I think if you had money back then, right, the stock market, everything, .com bubble, all that good stuff, Pokemania was crazy, right? People were going into New York to the Pokemon Center in New York, right? Those I don't know if you had these as a kid, but when I was a kid, they had these VHS tapes, and it might have even literally been the VHS tape that you get with one of the starter decks, right? They have the two-player trainer decks that you can get. Um, and there's this VHS tape, and that's probably what I'm thinking of right now, what I'm referencing. But it shows you like it's so nostalgic. It shows you these kids, they're all playing in the tournament in New York, and they're all describing like their favorite Pokemon and like their favorite deck and like their favorite meta, basically. And like the parents are there, and the 1999 was Pokemania, right? If you go back at that time, it was crazy. It was absolutely crazy. The demand was crazy. If I were a parent in that time, just like Beanie Babies, you would have gone all in on it. And it's just one of those things where like it doesn't take up that much space to store a bunch of that stuff, right? It's very dense, but it doesn't take up that much space, right? Like, yeah, they had a table full of booster boxes, but you could easily fit that in your closet. And like, okay, I spent 2 grand on boxes with my kids, right? Their kids maybe got tired of it. They got tired of opening up, the base set booster boxes because they're like, dude, dad, we've already pulled 7 Charizards. I do buy it. I buy it that the dad bought, and okay, just for anybody who doesn't know what the we're talking about right now, what he's saying about exactly. Let me just preface, guys. There is, for anybody interested, I'm sure a lot of you don't care. There is this short that I watched right before we started this stream, and so it got me thinking. Like, let's just talk about this. This is interesting. Um, there's a pair of brothers. It's very not fake. It's very real. There's a pair of. I need to clip it though. I need to clip it. It's very messy. It's very messy looking. Anyways, don't distract me right now, okay? I'm trying to tell them what's going on. There's a pair of brothers. EA Collectibles is their name. They have a short on YouTube. It shows them buying a $750,000 Pokemon collection. But what's crazy is that this dude kept it only cost him 2,200. He has boxes on boxes of base set unlimited sealed, first edition fossil sealed, first edition jungle sealed, and hundreds of first edition packs sealed. It's honestly it's an insane find. It is like it's like an archaeological find, right? Like in 2026 to find a haul like that is insane. And like how these people are even finding them, like how did that old guy know to link up with EA Collectibles? It must have been his kids or something that were like, "Dad, there's this guys, they're in LA, they buy Pokemon stuff." It's just such a crazy find. And I'm like, what's going to happen to the market? Like our cards going to get graded, flood the market. There's going to be a bunch of them going up for sale. Um, it's just like I've been super like bullish and confident in vintage, but like this is a massive haul, and it's definitely going to add to the population of those cards out there, right? They had a stack of base set Charizards. Highly recommend anybody that's relatively into Pokemon to go check out EA Collectibles. EA Collectibles. I don't name drop channels or collectors that often, but dude, they just found what is one of the coolest hauls I've seen in a minute. Like fucking outrageous. So that's probably going to talk about that in the next video. Like this will be like a sneak peek. Um, What's VHS? Yep, I feel that. I feel that. Who we talking about? So, Doc, I don't know if you got any of that, but EA Collectibles just bought a $750,000 collection. It is fucking insane. If you want to leave this stream and just come back after going to view it, it is fucking insane. It's a short. Yeah, I can't lie. It's late. I don't know how long I'm here. No, you're good. Y'all are good. I wonder what they paid him. They paid him 750,000, which I don't even know if that was fair. But like, I mean, obviously that's a ton of money. I'm trying to learn more about Pokemon, but holy crap, there's a ton of lore. Where do I start? Okay, so Amanda, I'm gonna be real with you. Don't worry about trying to keep up with the lore. Watch what you want to watch. Watch YouTube videos. Subscribe to people's channels. Subscribe to my channel. Join our Discord. You will learn a crap ton. But I would not be too concerned with like trying to follow the lore of Pokemon, right? Just watch Indigo League, watch some of the older, animes, right? Netflix has like a million. Netflix and Hulu have a bunch of Pokemon spin-offs that honestly, like the lore and watching the anime definitely adds so much, so much understanding and like appreciation to the TCG, right? You can appreciate if you had cards as a kid, it's easy to appreciate. But if you watch the anime, it's also way easier to appreciate, right? Um, dude, Acid Face, dude, shut up! You don't know nothing, you goon, dude. I don't even care what you say, dude. I'm just terrified. I'm terrified of your Acid Face. I don't even want this guy on my channel. I'm just gonna hide this guy from my channel. He's disgusting. All right. Turtle. Like, God, dude, I don't need nightmares before I go to bed at night. Like, Jesus Christ, what's wrong with people? Why do people have like profile pictures like that? Like, Jesus Christ, like, how are you raised where your profile picture is this? Looks like you got burned in a fire. Ugh, it's gross. Which I feel bad for saying that because people get burned in fire. They can't help that their face is all messed up. Anyways, I mean, a lot of old dudes I think saw their kids get into it and think it could be a good investment. I mean, my dad had 4 first ed fossil boxes way back then, and he was huge on silver investments too. And yeah, they could have just strictly thought at it as an investment too. But dude, he had so many Charizard cards. That dad's a goat, dude. I wish I got to open that kind of product with my parents. But my parents were starving artists and trading cards was like the biggest waste of money. Like my dad was a little bit annoyed with it. I know my dad was a little bit annoyed with it. He did not like that I wanted to collect these cards so badly. My mom, on the other hand, saw it as a way that she could kind of treat me and if I was, if they went out on a date night on a Friday night or they had to work late, my mom would come home. She would go to Blockbuster, pick me up like an anime, and then get, in the Blockbuster they had the packs. So she would buy like a pack of Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I never got the Pokemon cards. Pokemon was like Pokemon was, I think, so hot that you couldn't even like we didn't even ever see it. But Yu-Gi-Oh, I kind of when I was a young kid, like Yu-Gi-Oh was something my mom picked up for me, but it was not even anything crazy. It was like I would get a booster pack like once a week, maybe every 2 weeks, something like that. It was a very special thing. But I had a lot of nerdy friends, and that fulfilled my most of my childhood dreams, right? As far as TCG goes, because like I had some friends that were really well off, first off, and also like they were my parents' friends, so like by default they became my friends. But like some of my parents' friends were like really well off, and some of them bought art from my parents. So like I had some pretty well off friends and like dude, holy crap, dude. They had like all the Yu-Gi-Oh cards, all the Pokemon cards, every game console. Like I didn't really think too much about what I didn't have as a kid because all my friends had stuff and I just played with whatever they had at their house. Um what Pokemon are you, my friend? Um I don't know. What Pokemon do you guys think I am? Um you need evolution, Mr. Pokemon. How cars like it's like crazy. Like it's not even like some of the chats like they're not even they don't even they don't make any sense. I just like just so much brain rot. It's like wild. Backrood Gaming just joining now. What was found? Okay, so again, I'm gonna repeat it again. EA Collectibles bought a $750,000 Pokemon collection and it's absolutely mind-blowing. It's mind-blowing. You literally leave this stream, go look up EA Collectibles on YouTube, watch their short. Yes, I'm going to help push their algorithm, but oh my god, dude, that collection's so sick. So sick. Um I don't understand. I don't understand half the chats. Yep, heard it. Thank you. Yep, appreciate it. Um All it says is Acid Face was hidden by Ryan Sires. I'm sorry. I can't show Acid Face to the world. Those are my stolen cards. I am not doing an opening. It is 2 in the morning. Doing an opening right now would just be punishment for myself. Um, Kevin, ew, a peasant. That's hilarious. Any card show tips? Now you're talking. Just be fake as fuck, right? If you're going to a card show, just be fake as fuck. Just like when you go up and you really want a card, just like it's unfortunate, but that's the truth. Like if you show any genuine interest in stuff it shows, they just fucking hose you down. They can smell the desperation, right? So it's like selling and buying 101. Just don't be desperate. If you see something you like, be like, "How much you asking on this one?" Just straight face. Okay. Walk away, go back later on and see if it's still there, right? Don't give them the satisfaction quite yet, right? That's I think one of the number one tips. Also, try to trade into something if you can, because if you take cash from the vendors, they are going to again just hose you down. Um, dude, Chronic Carlos, dude, same. And so that's why my mom fucked with Yu-Gi-Oh! Because Yu-Gi-Oh! Like reading all the effects and shit, it definitely taught me how to read too. It also low-key like got me semi-decent at math. Like if you played Yu-Gi-Oh! You had to be somewhat proficient in math. You had to be. Unlike Pokemon with the little counters, your little rock counters, you didn't have that in Yu-Gi-Oh! You had to go off of math, right? You had to have a little pen and paper, or you had to bullshit your friends and be like, no, 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 you have 1,500 life points left, all right? I'm pretty sure based on the attack and your monster's attack. Yeah, I think that math was right, right? That was like most of my experience playing Yu-Gi-Oh! With my friends as a kid. I used to try to sneak Pokemon packs into my mom's grocery cart at Target in the mid 2000s. Probably only had 10% success rate. Let's go. Dude, honestly, as a parent now, I know it's important not to give your kid everything, but as a parent now, I have such a hard time saying no to my daughter. I have such a hard time. Like, if she wants something, I'm just like, God damn it, she picked this up out of her free will. I have to get it for her, right? Because half the time as an adult, you don't know what to get your kids, right? So if they pick something out and put it in the cart, it's kind of like, okay, well, they're doing my work for me. Might as well just buy it for them. I think our generation is going to raise our kids so much differently and not make such a big deal of like, nope, we're not buying this. We don't need this. We can't afford this. Like, sometimes it's like it's just the little things, you know? It's just the little things that make childhood great. It's like just buy the fucking toy, buy the candy bar, just whatever it is that they put in your cart, just buy it. As long as it's not like five things, right? Um, but yeah, I did that with my parents too. It never worked for me. They like whenever I put anything in the cart, they'd be like, "We're not buying this." Um, dude, every day I would stay late after school because my parents could never pick me up on time. And honestly, like that shit kind of fucks me up even to this day. I'm like, I was the only kid. I was like one of the last kids to get picked up all the time at school. This is the part of the stream where I trauma dump. Um, and it really messed me up low key because I kind of just felt like my parents didn't care. But the reality, which I know this today because I work just as hard as they did now, and I stay late and I work late, and I don't see my kids at night. I'm working running the bar. But now I get it. Like they were busting their ass to give me a better future and a better life. But anyways, besides the point, as a kid, I just felt totally neglected getting picked up late after school. So I would be like, "Can we please go to Toys R Us? Please. I have been sitting here waiting for you guys to pick me up all goddamn afternoon." And sometimes it wasn't all bad. Like sometimes you'd stay after school and it would be like you were like the cool kid, right? You were lucky to get to stay after school and get to do whatever you want, play with your friends. We did a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh. We played a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh after school for that reason. But other times it was like everyone would get picked up and you would just be there like waiting. Um, Anyways, I always begged to go buy cards. I like always like my dad would get so annoyed with it, and he never gave in, not once. Um, Doctor, I took a look at that EA Collectibles nonsense. That doesn't even look like it's real. It looks cleaner than it would come from the fact, dude. Right, right, dude. It's crazy, and like I'm like, God damn it, dude. I put so much effort into the video I made today. Like, I edited it. I put the fucking photos in it and the little, forget what those are called, overlays, whatever. Like, dude, every time I put effort into a video, I shit you not, every fucking time. And I hope if there's anybody who can take anything from this stream and you're making content, it's this. Be effortless. Because when you put in effort, you get fucking hosed. No, that's not true. It's just that I forgot to upload it at 5 o'clock, and then I noticed it was like 9 o'clock rolled around, and I was like, fuck, I need to upload this video. And it's like, dude, 9 o'clock on a Friday? No one's going to watch anything you put out at 9 o'clock on a Friday, unless it's like fun as fuck or like super entertaining, right? So that was a video that I wish I could have gotten up earlier today, but god damn, dude, every time I spend a lot of effort and time on a video, it does total crap. And then I do a stupid stream like this and it does really, really well. Like this stream, I bet you anything, this stream in a day or two will have 1,000+ views and like no effort whatsoever. It like actually bothers me. But yeah, dude, the EA Collectibles, definitely want to talk about that because that's such a crazy haul and there's so many angles to it. Like, are we going to see way more of these cards getting graded now? All these booster boxes have grails within them. Is PSA just going to gatekeep these cards, or are some of those boxes going to have the next new cert, first edition Snorlax PSA 10, right? First edition Pidgeot, first edition Flareon. Like, it would be so sick to see a bunch of new cert clean copies hit the market that haven't been altered. That would be so sick. I appreciate it, KG. Look poor at a card show. Look poor at a card show. I feel like there's two ways to that. There's one side of it which is look poor, and then the vendors will like scoff and they'll snicker at the fact that you want a certain card and they'll kind of treat you like you're fucking trash. Cause I've went to shows where I did not dress up at all. Like just wore like my sweatshirt, like some of my first Collecticons, like nothing special, didn't bring a watch or anything like that. And like just kind of got treated a little weird. And then I go and I'm like, I got my nice watch on, I got my chains out, right? I feel like they take you a little more seriously and they're like, all right, this guy has the money. Like, I'm gonna try and work a deal with this guy. That was my experience. I did not like being treated like a broke ass. On the other end, I was also trying to deal with a lot of the high-end vendors. And honestly, if you were dressed like completely broke and poor and you're buying from some of the more chill vendors, some of the more local guys, some of the smaller guys, yeah, that approach, they'd probably be like, yeah, what can I help you with? Hopefully I can just make a sale to this guy type shit. But yeah, I don't know. Like when you look powerful and you look respectable and you look like you have your shit together, you kind of like people want to do business with you type shit. Like, it's all like the fucking, it's all the illusion of your success that people gravitate towards. Goatman, okay, so happy to see this. How far down? Okay, I'm not too far down. I appreciate that. I actually am not too far down. Goatman, I appreciate you being in here. I know it's late. The EA fine was mainly base set unlimited, jungle, and fossil. Those first sets aren't rare sealed. Most of the cards are also chopped and won't even gem, even fresh out of the pack. So I know we all, like, a lot of us vintage grail slab collectors, we want to discount this find, but dude, like to an extent, even if the cards are chopped poorly, those older sets, and they're not going to get good grades at the grading companies, it's like, dude, they have to understand, especially if they get several copies. They have to understand, especially depending on who it comes from, and if they rush it, and if they pay a ton of money to get the highest grading tier. Come on, you're really gonna tell me that you don't think that PSA would let a couple poor poor quality control first ed Snorlaxes, you know, pass the grading test, right, and get a gem grade? Like, I think they could. I think they could, and it's all about who you know. And I'm like really interested to see what happens with this because rare or not, that's an insane find. All right, I'm here now. Uh, what's good? I can't. Goat man, it would have been way cooler to see EA find a bunch of Skyridge or mid-era boxes, even B&W. Okay, but also, like, come on. Like, so in the beginning of the stream, I was talking about how, like, yes, it would be cool if they would have found some EX era stuff. But, like, bro, no way they're finding that stuff because it was way lower print. So it's actually it just makes it more believable and more like understandable that there's product out there still waiting to be found like this because it was very heavily printed and at the time and shit, I am not helping. I am not helping, guys. I'm not helping. Yeah, I get I get that it's like not that rare, but it's again just seems like such a crazy find. Um, you have a shower you're going to tomorrow morning? You mean show? What is EA? EA Sports? It's in the game? No, dude, EA Collectibles. EA Collectibles, a big seller, big time seller, just just posted a short on YouTube with an insane collection purchase. And probably going to talk about that tomorrow just because it's like shooting fish in a barrel. Like, it's such an easy topic to talk about because it's an insane haul. I don't know if they paid this guy actually a fair amount. There's so much stuff there. Like, my mind is just racing with all kinds of ideas. Like, are there more collections like that probably out there? Like, I honestly didn't think collections like that existed from just the common dad. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, dude must be well off, but still, that's a crazy amount of product. It's a crazy amount of product. How about these Poncho Pikachu Gyarados jumping up like 2x? Bro. Yeah, the ponchos have been nuts. The ponchos have been absolutely nuts. Um we don't we don't own any ponchos. It's true. I actually don't have a single poncho. I would love the Ray poncho, but probably not going to happen now that they're like $10,000. Corey, what is your biggest card? My biggest card is my first edition PSA 9 Charizard from base set. That's my biggest card. Yo, it's good, Chad. Please tell me you got some sleeves on those cards. Please tell me you got some sleeves on those. 18K last sold for the BGS 10 on Golden. Good lord. Good lord. It's too much money. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about so many cards fetching over $10,000? Like, is this the new norm, you think? And it's just all this new money coming in? Or like Lavish Collectibles made a post that's like, I just don't believe that this is sustainable. Like, come on, there's way too many cards over 10K that aren't even that rare. And it's like, people can say that there's too many cards that are over 10K that aren't that rare, but if there's a shitload of people collecting Pokemon, even though there's 2,000 copies of a certain, like, I'm assuming when he says there's cards that are over 10K that aren't that rare, he's talking about, like, maybe some alt arts, maybe some Sun and Moon stuff, like maybe ponchos. I just feel like this is the new norm right now, but I would love a correction. I hope we get a correction. I hope Pokemon chills the fuck out and like cards go down in price, but it just doesn't seem like it's gonna happen. That's why I'm like fully a believer now that Pokemon's just gonna stay hyper bullish. Not even a black label. That's crazy. I have one poncho and I need it gone soon. Oh no. It separate the low level collectors from the high even further. I'm about to cash the hell out and buy back when they tank. And that's another thing, like there are certain cards that you should maybe cash out on. Ponchos are probably up there. Like once people realize they're like not that rare, ponchos are definitely could be one of them. Um lot of hyped up modern, right? Lavish said in his post, he's like the hyped up modern is going to be the first thing to go, and like I wholeheartedly believe that modern will be the first thing to just get dicked down. Ray, collecting since I was a kid, no longer have the vintage collection other than the Gold Star Groudon. Very cool. I have some modern sealed, not a lot. What modern cards do you suggest will compare to my Groudon? Um, there is one modern card that I like absolutely love right now. One modern card I absolutely love right now. Um, and why are my glasses? Damn, I think my glasses are messed up. I gotta fix my I gotta fix my glasses. I gotta fix my glasses real quick. There's one card I would highly recommend, but I don't even know if right now is the right price for it. And I feel like there's definitely be a correction on this one's price, but the Phantasmal Flames Charizard. The Phantasmal Flames Charizard is absolute gas. But with a 60% gem rate and over 10,000 already graded and 6,000 of those being PSA 10, I'm like, how? How is this $2,000? How the is this $2,000? And there's already so many people that have 30, 40 copies of that card. Like people are just like hoarding that card. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. The reverse holographics with the stamps fetching 5 figures makes absolutely no sense for me. The less popular Pokemon, 0. Yeah, no, for sure. For sure. I need a gold star Groupon. I need a gold star Groupon. It's slight spelling error there. Scotty Mid, it's bull, but let the buyer determine price. No, there's a lot of bullshit right now. There's a lot of guys claiming prices in the Pokemon space that are just like absolute garbage. There's a lot of bullshit going on. There's a lot of lying. There's a lot of deceit. There's a lot of flexing, fake sales, right? Um, I think what's very telling is the fact that you had Logan Paul's pedigree Charizard go for $1 million almost, and then same grade, and to be fair, a lot worse condition. We talked about this in my last video, but a lot worse condition. The Charizard that just sold in a PSA 10 for. Damn, bro, like I'm not even that tired. I don't know why I keep yawning. Like I'm not I'm fighting it. I'm fighting it so hard because I honestly I could go longer, but my body is just telling me differently. Um but yeah, then the same card sells for half price. Now, granted, again, um that Charizard was a weak Charizard and it was an old cert and it was not a thick stamp, but like okay, thick stamp, not a big deal. Old cert, okay, whatever. But the card itself did not look good at all for being a PSA 10. They're like the PSA 10 that just sold literally might have been the best slab cracking switcheroo ever. Dude, and that's probably what it was. That thing is a fucking PSA 8 at best. Not even like modern standards, just like regular standards. That thing looks like a PSA 8. Um, Joe, we still got this year of craziness with 30th and the big sets coming out. Dude, 30th is going to be wild. It's going to be fucking wild. Glad you mentioned 30th. There was somebody in one of my I have a group chat. God damn it. I have a group chat and it's probably fake, but it shows a little fire red leaf green kind of promotional item, and it's 3D renditions of the three starters, Bulbasaur, Squirtle, Charmander, and like laser etched in these like crystal balls that look like Pokeballs. And it's sick. But yeah, that's just like one product. If that's real, like that's such a crazy cool product. Kind of stupid too, but Sherion, Ed Sherion, I'll take it. Um, Austin, Wailord? Question mark. Hypothermia, yo, what's good? I'm glad you're with us in this late stream. It is 2:30 Eastern Standard Time. It is way beyond all of our bedtimes, guys, and we stuck it out. And it just goes to prove that even if I do a stream at 1:30 in the morning start time, the homies will still come out. It is a Friday though, to be fair. But I feel like yeah, if we started the stream an hour earlier, it would have been way better. We're doing our best though. Like I'm literally doing my best. Like I'm grinding it out and trying to just be more relevant, do more streams. I was supposed to do a short today. That short probably would have done way better than the video I did, and it would have been effortless. Sometimes it pisses me off so much, like how much effort I'll put into a video, and then how I'll do nothing in like a short or a reel. It just does so much better. Um, Ray, I also love the content. I'm always chilling on my forklift on my breaks at work, giving you a watch. I appreciate it. Yo, I appreciate the hell out of you guys. Goatman, ponchos are not rare. I would dump them and trade into vintage ASAP. I still like ponchos. It's a hype train for sure. But like, okay, Van Gogh Pikachu is not rare either. Is it rarer than ponchos? Possibly. But the Van Gogh Pikachu really does not deserve to be anywhere near where it's at right now. Like, bruh, $3,000, it's validating, but it's like, who is spending this kind of money on the Van Gogh Pikachu? Like, that's crazy. And the Salamence alt art. Oh, dude. Oh, no. Don't talk about the Salamence alt art. Don't bring that up. Don't bring that up. I'm not proud of that. No, I love my Salamence alt arts. The ultimate tank. Dude, there was a time, there was a short time where the Journey Together Salamence alt art was 450 to 500. It was a short time. Probably because the set had just came out and there weren't really that many 10s graded yet. I remember telling my buddies in my group chat, I was like, not even our Discord, my buddies in my group chat, I'm like guys, Salamence EX PSA 10 is like 450 right now. It's going to be going for probably 700 soon. I'm a genius. Today, you can get a Salamence EX PSA 10 for barely more than what I paid for most of my copies raw. A little bit more on some of them, right? But 180 to 200, you can get a copy in PSA 10. It's crazy. If I had nutty money, I'd still believe in the card. I still believe in the card. I still think the art is phenomenal and better than most of everything else. But I'm not gonna go like and start buying hundreds of copies. But like really, at $200 for that as a PSA 10? Like what? Like what? You're gonna tell me that the 151 Alakazam, really like a lot of the 151 illustration rares or SIRs, is somehow worth more than the Salamence? Do we not like Salamence that much I just, I can't even believe that. I honestly can't believe that. I don't know if you will believe me, but I pulled the Megazard, my only chase card I've pulled, so off center, but you won't hear me complain. Brother, there's no reason for me not to believe you. Everybody was chasing after that card. Congratulations for pulling one of the greatest cards of all time. Seriously, dude, off center, not. Phantasmal Flames Charizard is absolutely sick. Such a sick artwork. Congratulations. Austin, what's your view on YouTubers removing all their background valuables from videos since teen? Um, I think it's kind of like paying respects to the severity of it, but I also think it is a little bit of a easy content opportunity. Like, guys, today we're removing everything. It's just not worth it. It's not worth it at this point. I think that's kind of bullshit. I think a lot of those cats are going to have stuff on their backgrounds before you know it. And it's like, Ryan, what are you going to do? You've got so much stuff in your background. But to be fair, my background, I never made about flexing. And that's why I'm not really fucking worried about it. This, a couple a couple Sword and Shield booster boxes that you can't tell if they're open or if they're sealed. These ones are sealed. But my point is, all my stuff is just open boxes. So I'm not really worried about anything. It's like, yeah, if you want to rob the display, it's all open random shit. Like there's nothing really inherently super valuable or special about it. It's just cool. It's a cool display, and that was the whole point, to have this nostalgic display without worrying about the value of it or like flexing or bragging. And you guys know I used to keep a couple cards on the side that were vintage that I like, but I don't even do that anymore. Um, but yeah, I mean, I think it's a good thing. And some of these guys, multiple people might know where they live. They might have people over their house. They might have some weird relationships where they can't trust some of the people in their lives. I don't know anybody in Charlotte. No one I know is really collecting Pokemon in Charlotte, right? There are vendors in Charlotte. There are other content creators in Charlotte, but like none of us fuck with each other, right? We're all on different wavelengths, right? I'm kind of just doing my own thing in my own lane, and there's very few people in Charlotte that have reached out to me and been like, dude, like I love watching your stuff. Like let's link up at Collecticon. Like that doesn't happen. So when it does happen, I will definitely make an effort. Like if you're ever in Charlotte, you're ever local and you want to meet up, whatever, I will make an effort to hang out and meet people that support me and like watching my content. And ultimately, a goal that I have is to get together a group of like-minded collectors in Charlotte that I can depend on, people that I could potentially start vending at some of the local shows. We have a show coming up here at the end of February, and like, damn it, dude. I wish I had one fucking cool friend in Charlotte that was into Pokemon. So we're working on that. Maybe someday. But it sucks. I feel like I'm alone out of my friend group in terms of like, just like nobody really has hobbies. And I'm kind of seen as like the crazy oddball for going super deep into collectibles. That's a really, really good question though. Um, And I think if anything, if you can get one positive thing from Pokédean getting robbed, it's the fact that it sent shockwaves through the community. Um, I also think it's like one of those things where like people think they're that important. People like are like, yeah, dude, like I'm putting all my stuff away. It's not worth it. I have too much valuable stuff. It's like, okay, people are getting robbed, but it's also most likely people in their inner circle. It's most likely the company that you keep, right? So if you are worried, then maybe you keep some bad company. If you are worried, maybe you've done a little bit too many deals and everybody knows where you live, right? Houdini, that sale was so fake. Oh man, yeah, it might be a little late, but I'm sorry guys. Uh Probably talking about that first Ed Zard. Hypothermia, Ryan, will we be seeing you buy any low pop reverses soon? Highly unlikely. I mean, I did. I bought this little guy over here. That Squirtle right there. That's a reverse. That's a Crystal Guardians reverse. So I did, I'll if I see a nice reverse in like a PSA 9, I'd be interested in that, but not 10 grand. Not even a couple grand. I'm never gonna pay that for a reverse. It's just not gonna happen. Um he just sold it there and really made it out good. I do think we will get some kind of Fire Red Leaf Green tribute set. With the way things are going with all the news, not a far-fetched idea. Ponchos may not be rare raw, but in a PSA or BGS 10, they are low pop. I believe they'll keep climbing, especially how strict PSA is now. Yeah, I know there's a lot of people that are like, oh, there's thousands of this card, it's not low pop. In comparison to vintage, yes. But in comparison to other modern cards, it could be considered low pop. So you have to compare within the reasonable range of like what it is, right? Like you really can't be comparing first ed base set to, ponchos. It's not a fair comparison. Avenger, yo, good to have you, my Polytoad brethren. I fuck with Polytoad heavy too. Ponchos are cool, but they're heavily hoarded and not at all rare. Just manipulated by rich people. Vintage is better. Dude, I love how everybody in here is hating on ponchos. I don't have one, but I want one. I think they're dope. I actually really like them. The only reason I haven't bought one is because everybody keeps talking shit about them. Why do people hate ponchos so much? Can you guys tell me why you don't like ponchos other than the rarity? Like, are they that bad? Are they bad? Is the art bad? Are they not adorable? Are they not derpy? Do they not give you some sense of like, I don't know. I wasn't a fan of them at all at first. Like I didn't understand it. I thought they were too kiddie looking. I didn't understand it. But then I started to see the Poncho Ray at the shows, and it really started to grow on me. Particularly the green Poncho Ray, like the original Ray, not the shiny Sprite version. But I don't know. I like it. Mainly, I like the Poncho Ray. That would be like the one poncho I'd probably have. No, Orion likes to wait till the cards max out, then he buys them. Unfortunately, some of that is actually true. Like I could not have picked worse timing with the Skyridge Gengar. Like the fact that it went up further is actually fucking wild. Because I could have sworn 25K for that card was the absolute top on it. Like the absolute top. I'm so ready for Leaf Grebe. It's not fake. Like the etched Pokeballs? Can you confirm that? Derek, modern sealed to the moon. Wow, I just almost burped on live stream. Then again, it's like not like I'm not human. Burping wouldn't be that weird. Doctor, no, those 3D etched Pokeballs are Japan exclusive pre-order bonus. But they are real. They are real. That's crazy. So they are real. But it's actually not that crazy. Like, how hard of a product would that be to create? But I love the idea. Very, very cool. Very nostalgic. If you haven't liked You Hate Your Mother. No, seriously. Seriously, can we get some likes? Remember when you used to open Good Old Days? Okay, let's get into this. Let's get into this fucking topic. You want to go there? Let's get into this topic. Is Excel distribution going to change things in Pokemon? Somebody left a comment that I read before I started the stream, and they were like, nope, not going to change anything. Excel is not going to change anything. We're going to have the same problems. You're still going to have scalpers. It's still going to suck. Nothing's going to change. I don't buy that. I think they're going to have enough product where I'll be able to go into the shop again. I'll be able to go into a Target and just buy product. I'll be able to go into Walmart and just buy product for MSRP. right? I like, dude, if they print enough of this, there is no reason to resell it. I mean, you could hoard it. People might still continue to hoard and buy it up, but when they realize how much is going to get printed and that the trajectory just won't, like the timeline won't be the same at all. There's other maybe quicker ways to make money than trying to scalp every single product as they are printing it into the ground. So I think if they're going to print more of it and it's more accessible, right? Like when they had Phantasmal Flames at GameStop, did I not buy it? No, I bought it for $240 to fucking open. I bought it just to open. I was okay with that too. I was just happy to find product. But you take that a step further, if I could have gone in and bought that for 170, 180, I would have been thrilled. Absolutely thrilled. Not giving two shits about the value of whatever's in that box. One thing lacking is definitely opening product. It's one of the easiest things to do to spice up a stream, but I still feel like there's more depth and there's more value into actually talking about the hobby or talking about life in general. Um, I think opening is kind of like it's kind of a waste of money and time almost. I feel like I accomplish more just having these streams and just talking about things. At the same time, if it was readily available and I could just go to the goddamn store and pick up a couple of packs to open for stream, like even like 5 sleeved packs to open for a stream, is that asking too much? I don't think it is. I just you still can't do that, right? Still hard to do just that. Just get a couple sleeved packs. So that needs to get easier because Lord knows I'm not paying over MSRP and then cracking that stuff open. It's just like, no. No, it needs to at least be MSRP. If I'm taking L's, it needs to at least be MSRP. Um, Nah, the Van Gogh pick is crazy high pop, like 20K plus, I believe. Ray, I'll get hate, but I'm definitely not a fan of how the ponchos look at all. Nope, that's valid. That's exactly how I felt in the beginning. We don't talk about Psalms. Um, I'm not part of his group chat. What a peasant I am. So the group chat is literally just some of the first people that I ever did streams with. So Jodo Jake's in there. Um, my buddy that I had on, like literally, it's just the only people that have ever been on streams, and we've. It's like my group chat like is like kind of dead at times. There'll be periods of drought where we just don't talk about anything. It's the Discord is way better. The Discord is way better. Also way more supportive. So yeah, you're not missing out on anything, Austin. Is it just me or is the stream cutting out a lot? Might just be me. Yeah, 180. I'm cooked. I'm cooked. Salamence is not hot. Yeah, no, I get that. If I didn't grow up with Salamence, I probably think of him the same as Dragapult. No, don't do me dirty like that. Salamence and Dragapult in the same sentence. Oh, oh, dude. Earthquake and pipes burst and flood when you're not home. No, that'd be terrible. Dude, Starlight meetup would be sick. Good amount of my friends at Collecticon circuit now, to be honest. I live nowhere near them. Yeah. Um, I put some clickbait in the Discord. Nice. Flipping turtle. Oh. There's a new sheriff in town. There's another turtle. We have two people in the stream with turtle in their name. Show us the maid costume again. The maid costume again? It's like kind of weird and kind of funny at the same time. Like, what? Corey, what do we consider low pop? Below 1,000, 2,000, 500? Probably 500. 500 or less, I would say, is like kind of low pop. Um, I mean, Jesus. First Ed Charizard, PSA 9, there's 700 of those. I consider that low pop, 700 of them. This is the first time I've been able to catch a stream. Yo, Federico, how we doing? How we doing? Yeah, it's super, super late. I got off late. I've decided we're going to do 3 streams a week, no matter how late they go. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I take credit for the bump. Low pop is under 100. Kind of hard to define that, right? Does having more production and full shelves help or hurt the company? I think they enjoy the attention the franchise gets with no product. True, but they know there's the reality of a lot of pissed off customers and kids. That's not a good business model. Orion, would you ever start a podcast? Bro, I've been wanting to start a podcast for forever. I would love to start a podcast. And then I would probably get canceled for saying something really stupid. You could buy some DBZ boxes to crack. I wouldn't even know where to start. Lexio is good. If you buy DBZ boxes, I want in. Ryan, are you in the market for a coffee or espresso machine? I got over 6 for Christmas, and I don't want them. Oh my god! Wait, you got over 6 for Christmas? Wait, what? My wife just got a machine. She would love that. I don't drink coffee. So there's definitely an entry level. Oh no, this is good. I'm not going to read the first one, but I'll read the second one. I personally think it's better to sniff on my own fart than buy Pokemon cards with over 30. Like, I guess you mean worth over $30. I understand that, I guess. The real Alex Stream, yo, what a nice collection you got there, yo. I appreciate it. If you like Pokemon, join the Discord. Subscribe to the channel, most importantly. But join the Discord. Join the Discord. Oh, the one Doc made. Ain't no way. If you could have any Pokemon in real life, which Pokemon would you choose? I like Bulbasaur a lot. I like Bulbasaur a lot. Is a starter. I like Bulbasaur a lot. I feel like he could be really helpful with his vines. I feel like he could be really helpful just like doing random tasks. But I like Pikachu. Pikachu kind of like Pikachu's just so easy to take everywhere with you, right? He's just an easy Pokemon to go around with. So Pikachu would be a good pick, honestly. Dude, there's too many. There's way too many. There's way too many options. Like those are like the most generic options, but there's way too many options. Like you could low key pick anything, right? Psyduck, Slowpoke, Geodude. If you get into a beef with someone, you just be like, "Yo, Geodude, beat the fuck out of that guy." Like, dude, there's so many good options you could do. Nidoran, Abra, just like teleport randomly. Just be smoking and chilling, and then just use Abra to teleport on top of a mountain. That'd be sick. I like that 3x a week. Orion, we were trolling you in Discord. Oh no. It's okay. I'll still watch you. I'm uncancelable. You knew I can't say that word. You drink Diet Coke? Dude, I was on a Diet Coke bender for a minute. Man, I just quit it all. Sugar, carbs, caffeine, pot, everything. Took a week of zombiness, but after that it gets better. Dude, it feels really, really good. I got to get away from sugar and carbs. I've got to get away from that shit. Ray, I love cute and derpy as much as the next guy, but the ponchos art could have been so much better. Lazy art, they could have done more with the facial expressions in the background. For sure. For sure. Um, exist a Pokemon that is gay. That's like a weird way to word it, but like I don't know. Like I can't answer that. I can't like that's unanswerable. I'm sure there are. I'm sure there's Pokemon that identify in all kinds of ways. I mean, it's 2026, okay? Let's get real. All right? We don't know how Pokemon identify. Dragonite in real life is the only correct answer. It's pretty badass. It's pretty badass. But also, like, I'm thinking practically. Like, I'm like, dude, like, it's not practical for me to have, like, a Rayquaza chilling at my house. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry, bro. I don't have room for you. Like, the garage is for the cars. Like, I'm sorry. You're going to have to sleep outside. Like, I'm not trying to do that to him. Whereas if I had a Pikachu or any other small Pokemon, they could fit in my house super easy. Meryl would be sick. Meryl would be a sick Pokemon to have. Um, yeah, I don't know. That's a really good one. It's a really good one, honestly. Um, some people just straight up say Rayquaza. Like, why would you need Rayquaza out of all Pokemon? Yeah, like you can't. I mean, you can fly. You can fly across the world on Rayquaza, right? But I mean, you might die. You might honestly die. Um, I didn't even know it was a real word. Job watch. May I kindly ask for your advice on which cards I should sell currently? Ugh. Because I think I purchased too much. I mean, yeah. I don't know what you purchased, but yeah. Uh, the Japanese are pretty firm on reality. BW, just park Rayquaza on the street. He's good. He's he's good. Right, we've got Latias in our driveway. It's my private jet I take into work. Uh I imagine everybody with a lakefront property just has the a Gyarados hanging out at the end of the dock or like a Lapras. Um this is great. This is great. Dude, just save money on gas. Hypothermia, Orion, you are in grave condition after a horrible accident, and only a single Pokemon can come to the rescue to save you and get you aid. Which Pokemon would you call? I call that motherfucker Chansey. I call Chansey all day. Chansey, get your ass over here with that egg. Right? You eat a Chansey's egg. Apparently, it like cures anything, including a horrible dismemberment after an accident. You just grow your arm back. You just eat a Chansey egg and you're good. Chansey eggs probably would be the cure for cancer. Could you imagine trying to feed your Rayquaza? Like, that would cost so much. What does a Rayquaza eat? I'll just have a. It actually gets kind of complicated when you think about this. Like, what does a Rayquaza eat? I'll just I'll have a Gyarados in my backyard in captivity, just pumping out Magikarps so I can feed Rayquaza Magikarp. Like what really? What do they eat? Right? Because I know Pikachu. We've seen Pikachu eat in the anime. Pikachu will eat anything. He'll eat whatever. Right? He'll eat Ash's food. Right? Um, dude, you know it's actually kind of funny. Is it me or does food always look amazing in anime? You're like, I don't know what the fuck they're eating right now, but I want some. It looks good. Oh man. Mr. Millie. I take Darkrai in real life, but if I can't, Miss Drevis for sure. Yeah, I don't know if I could live with creepy Pokemon. Like it's kind of fucking funny. It's kind of ironic because right, I love Gengar, but if this motherfucker was staring at me like that after I just woke up, like in the middle of the night, I don't know if I could recover from that. I don't know if I could recover from that, honestly. That might be too much. Yeah, I'm not with the ghost Pokemon. That's like that would be a big no no in real life for me. I do not fuck with the ghost Pokemon in real life. Like the idea of Haunter is cool. He's a cool character. Like or the idea of Gengar, but yeah, I would not want to have this creepy ass smiling spiky motherfucker looking at me in like the corner of my bedroom, just staring at me with a big smile. Like, oof, it's creepy. Laugh my ass off. Check out Discord, Ryan. I'm terrified. You guys have done me dirty in the Discord. I just know it. Um okay, Licky Licky, no comment. No comment. No comment. But just that chat, I think just that chat just says it all. I think I can't say it. I think Licky Licky is a gay Pokemon. Oh. Chansey, get your ass over here. I abuse my Chanseys. I just like the Chanseys are depressed. They just feed eggs to the fam. Uh what do you think the egg would taste like? I don't even want to fucking know. I don't even want to fucking know. All right? Oh man. Would it would it be possible for me to show you in a private chat? The reason I'm asking is because I live in Thailand. The shipping costs plus the import taxes are quite high. I mean, I definitely don't yet. Just how about this? There's a Discord in the link. Just join the Discord. You can send me a private message in the Discord. Orion, if Pokemon doesn't work out, there's always crystals. Ray eats Bidoofs. Fuck a Bidoof. Meteorites. That's the lore. What the fuck? Okay, so Ray eats meteorites. Good for you, bro. Good for you. You trying to blame Orion for your cardboard purchases? Rayquaza consumes meteorites to power its Mega Evolution, a critical aspect of its lore featured in the Pokemon Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire Delta episode. The meteors fill an internal organ. Dude, that's so crazy. That's fucking wild, dude. Learn something new every day. Thank you for teaching me that. Now I know more about my favorite little dragon. Um, I followed your advice, purchased first edition Sand and Gold Stars in 151. Nice. Called the Mikado organ, which allows Rayquaza to Mega Evolve without a Mega Stone. My 2-year-old nephew is terrified of Gengar. Bought him a plush and it backfired. That's great. That's so great. It is creepy. He's a creepy motherfucker. He really is. He reminds me of that cat in Alice in Wonderland. Dude, if there's anything that reminds me of Gengar, it's the cat in Alice in Wonderland. And that motherfucker creepy as hell. It's not that bad. What you drinking, Licky? What? Split Earth Bazaar. What's good? What you drinking, Licky Licky? That's great. I'm proud. No one in chat picked Lopunny as their in real life Pokemon. Which one of the evolutions do you think would have the softest fur? How do you guys think of this shit? I'm so brain dead. I could never think of these questions. These are great questions. The softest fur. All right. Well, you know Jolteon is spiky as fuck, so not Jolteon. Flareon looks like he's pretty cushy. Yeah, yeah. Um. Ooh, but you know what? Umbreon could have like a super super soft, smooth fur. Not Vaporeon, not Jolteon, maybe Flareon. Maybe Flareon makes the most sense. Flareon makes the most sense rationally because if you think about it, like little he's got that little puff. He's got his little puff balls. That made no fucking sense. You guys fucking know what I'm talking about. Flareon looks cozy as fuck. Also, he's a fire type, so he could warm you up. Uh, Mincino, I think, is how you spell it. Looks so soft. By the way, hair has been looking nice. Thank you. I've just stopped giving a shit. You can't control shit like that. You can't control aging. You can control your stress, but you can also just choose to move the fuck on with life. So we move the fuck on with life. But also I am not cutting my hair anytime soon. I'm not cutting it anytime soon. We are loving it. You know what someone said to me tonight at the bar? They were like, "There's no fucking way you're 31. You look like a goddamn baby. Like you are 22 at best. Just started bartending, bro. That shit made my fucking life. Shit made my life. I was like, no homo, bro. I know I don't know you, but like, I fucking love you, man. I fucking love you. Fucking tell me I look like I'm in my 20s. Thank you." Because I'm trying to look like I'm in my 20s, y'all. I am this close to fucking shaving the stash off. I'm this close. Because the stash is the only reason I look even relatively old. It's the stash. All right, okay. I'm going to sideswipe here for a second. What a great stream. We started at 1:30. We had a peak of like 30-something people in here. Maybe even 40 at one point. And plenty of engagement right from the get-go. And 77 minutes, so an hour and 17 minutes. It's pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy. Starting it this late, that's pretty nuts. I appreciate you, Ray. Honestly, that makes my night. I'm 27, got the same thing with my baby face. Never have I not been asked for my ID. Bro, it's the best. Like, when you're younger, you're like, fuck, why do I look like such a fucking baby? Like, I cannot wait to be older. It's funny how that works. Like, you cannot wait to have more responsibilities and more freedom when really you become a fucking adult and you realize you have no fucking freedom or say whatsoever. You can spend your money on things you like, but life just gets ridiculously exponentially more complicated. Like you didn't even know how fucking good you had it. You know, you didn't know that having a bedtime and going to your room, like, bro, I had such a fucking good childhood. I will say, like, even without Pokemon at all, I had such a good childhood, and I could sell all this shit and be fulfilled because you know what? We collected everything. We did it all. We really did it all. I mean, not everything I wanted to do, but fucking a lot. So, bro, I'm just tuning in. You ending Snoker? Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Jesse, hey ops. What's good? Um, Grant. Last year at 26, someone asked me if I was in a high school basketball team. Nice. We'll take it. Job watch. May I kindly ask you for your Discord? So the Discord is linked below. It's linked below. Yep. Appreciate it. Only the best mod in the game. I'm going to make it up to you. Austin, I will make it up to you one day. I promise. You know what would be sick for Austin? Is if they came out with a fucking crazy good Blastoise set. Problem with that is they have it. It's 151. It's unfortunate. It's expensive. Jesse, I am not. I actually get that way more than I probably ever expected. I get that a lot. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with that. A lot of people think I'm bi. A lot of people that come to the bar think I'm bi. And I'm like, nope, wife, 2 kids. And people are like, wait, what? Shocker. I know. I shocked myself too. Grant, 151 Blastoise is on the move. I know, and I had like 4 PSA 10 151 Blastoises. Damn, I miss those. I know I traded them. That was a smart move, but at the same time, fuck, I miss those. I watched your Pikachu video. I've been collecting first ever Japanese promo card for years. It's an Ivy Pikachu glossy Ken Sugimori incorrect illustrator. Have you heard of it? I have not, but it sounds super niche and dope. We've lost the sign of the stash being a sign of manliness. Cleeth, hey Ryan, do you have a card creator Pikachu in a 10, or do you know someone who does? Card creator. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Look into it. It's a banger. Always down to learn something new. I love little niche shit like that too. I absolutely love it. I love errors. If I find, I'm not gonna go out of my way to buy that stuff, but if I find it in a collection, that's like one of the best things ever, is finding some kind of weird error card in a collection. But you also have to know what to look for, and I honestly don't know a whole lot in terms of errors. Like some cards I would always be on the lookout for is Blastoise, right? Blastoise has several different errors, from the red dot error and from the stage error and from there's some other errors. Like, dude, there's so many errors to be educated on. And you should be educated on it, because you buy a collection that's vintage, you never know what you're going to find in there. Damn, Ryan, I didn't know you were built like that. Damn. It's the first ever TCG card ever released. It's a Koro promo. Huh. First ever Japanese promo card. They are all errors. Interesting. This is the card creator. Is that the card creator you're talking about? Or you're talking about the Ivy Pikachu. That's probably what you're talking about. Okay, all right. I'm going to pop over to the Discord really quick and see what's up with it. You are getting too nasty at using ChatGPT in my Discord, all right? All right. Dude, that's what we're going for, though. That's literally, dude, that's honestly beautiful. I love it. I love it so much. I love it. You need to, yeah, I need to get that printed out and frame it. People are gonna think I'm gay after that, for sure. Shit, I might be gay just looking at it. That dude, that's a sexy version of me. I'll tell you what. Yo, Ryan, I really like you guys have to join the Discord to see what I'm talking about right now. I have the best fans. I have the best fans and friends. Ryan, would you ever set up a Sora account? It's basically you put your face into the app and you can make videos of you. Huh. Well, what does that mean? I don't understand. Let's go scroll up. Scroll up. What did I miss? Wait, let's go scroll up. Okay, fine. Noel. Oh, I'm also gay. The Gengar costume one is good. Okay, hold on. I'm going back to the Discord. I just don't want to lose the stream. Oh my god, I'm fucking dead. I'm so fucking dead. Oh my god. Oh god. Oh my god, I'm fucking dead. I'm so dead. Oh, that's so great. We can't lose that in time. We have to permanently keep those images in the Discord. Oh my god. Dude. Oh my god. That's too good. I'm gonna cry of happiness. Those are too good. Oh god. Oh, Ryan, don't cry. I know you got robbed, but you recover. Oh my god. Oh my god. I have to go back. I have to go back. I have to look back at it again. Oh, oh, oh my god. Oh my god, that's so funny. That shit was so funny. Oh. Yo, yo, honestly, yo, can I get away with putting those images in the Discord into a video, or would that be way too insensitive? Because I honestly think people would think that shit's hilarious. Maybe I just think it's funny because it's me. Oh my god. No. That shit's so funny. Miss Simsimalabim, you should join our Discord. You should really join our Discord. I think you would get a kick out of it. Oh, fuck. Oh my god, guys. That's too funny. That's too funny. Oh god. Best best Discord in the fucking game. Best Discord in the fucking game. Oh my lord. Oh my god. Where do we even go? Where do we even go from there? Oh man. Oh guys. I think it's time to call it. I think it might be time to call it. We're coming up on 90 minutes, an hour and a half from our start time of 1:30 in the morning. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Oh, oh, it's so good. It's so good. Oh, this is. Diana would fucking love it. Diana would fucking love it. Oh my god. Oh man. Oh shit. I have to make a video, guys. I have to make a video. I have to make a video. I honestly think that could go viral, but I'm terrified of people thinking I'm insensitive. Oh, guys, you guys have to help me figure out how to make a video. You have to help me figure out how to make a video with those images and to be playful with it. Like to be like, so you guys are about to see some graphic. Or I could literally make like see that's the thing. Like I don't want people being like, dude, this is fucked up after what happened to Pokédean, you know? Like I don't want to be fucked up, but at the same time, I think that would be really good humor for everybody in the hobby. And like Doctor could actually get known for creating some of the best like hilarious, humorous, just fucking ridiculous. Oh man. Yeah, we have to guys, we have to figure this out. So, we're gonna Oh my god. Son, we go to Staples and we print them on 10-foot canvas. New one just dropped. Oh my god. It's so good. Guys, so we're gonna call we're gonna call it a night. We're gonna call it a night on this stream. Okay, but I'm gonna go straight to the Discord from here. I'm gonna try and stay up and play some video games because I gotta salvage my 3 in the morning night still. It is 3 a.m. right now. And we just had one of the bands for tomorrow night cancel. So I think I might just take tomorrow off which will be dope because it's already super, super late. I might take tomorrow off and then we'll make this video. Maybe we can make this video tomorrow. I'll make an effort. I'll make an effort to spend the whole day trying to figure out how we're going to make this video tomorrow. Seriously, this shit's way too funny. It's way too funny. Maybe it's just funny to me. But I think okay, so I think if I preface the video like guys, there's been a lot of shitty stuff that's happened in the hobby, and this is not me poking fun at it. This is just there are some images created during my last stream, and I mentioned that I was kind of like, I love Gengar, but if Gengar were a real Pokemon in real life, I would frankly be terrified of him. And so we have some images and some renderings of what my life would be like if I got robbed or Gengar was a real Pokemon. And also if I was in as good of shape as I intend to be someday. Dude, that could be hilarious. Like, and my channel definitely needs that. It needs some levity for sure. So we gotta figure this shit out, guys. We gotta figure this shit out. Anyways, I'll catch you guys on the next one. See you guys around. Good night, everybody. We're closing it out. Job watch in the Discord. You just messaged me in the Discord directly. Anyways, peace out, everybody. Good night. Make sure to hit the like button on the way out. Make sure to hit the like button on the way out, and make sure to join the Discord if you're in here and you haven't. You are missing out on some good shit. All right, peace out, everybody. Boop.